We welcome onto the show Warrior soccer coach Julie Bergstrom. Coached 3 titles in 4 years. It really puts the program in elite company. St. Charles, they've got 8 state championships. New Trier's got 3 and St. Viator's got 3. But for Waubonsie to be in that upper echelon of programs, it's got to make you feel great, especially going into your 10th year. Well, this was your 10th year that you just completed.
It's exciting. I mean, it just goes to show that in the community there's a lot of soccer talent, and putting it together on the field and what the kids have dedicated over the off season and stuff like that has come to be full reward for them.
Well, what were some of the expectations at the beginning, knowing that really returning Vanessa DiBernardo, you guys had lost the heart of that team?
Yeah, I mean, we lost 12 kids off the team from last year, so in the beginning of the season, we were kind of like, all right, but then we really sat and looked at it, and we picked up kids from the new school or kids that weren't playing last year, and we're like, this team actually might be able to do something, and they did.
And it was truly evident in that state championship game. That back line is playing suffocating defense. It starts with the goalkeeper, Allison Fox. She's a senior for you. Mary Wright, Colleen Gorkis, sophomore Rachel Miller, and Carrie Stocknicki. Coach, how does having a defense like those girls right there, what they provide for the team, how does that help Gatorade Player of the Year, Vanessa DiBernardo, when she's on offense?
I think that our defense was definitely the unsung hero of the team. We kept trying to get them a little shout out here and there, and it was really tough to do. But they finally got it, and I think they just lived off that quote of defense wins championships, because they were on people like crazy. And no shots was their goal all the time, and they did whatever it took to make sure the other team did not get a shot off.
Offensive players dream having a defensive backfield like that?
I'm sure it is, because then you get the ball more.
We'll talk about Vanessa in her senior year. Obviously, losing players like we had talked about earlier, did it look like she was looking for help from some of the younger girls? I mean, was she one of the mentors on this year's team?
Definitely. When she started out her freshman year, I think she kind of was riding on the coattails of some of the other teammates in terms of leadership. And this year, when it came down to it, it's, Vanessa, you're the captain. And it was kind of a little bit hesitant there, but I think she kind of embraced it and just grew with it and did a nice job of helping the younger players and just being able to truly show what she can do. She's just such a humble, hardworking kid. And on the field, I mean, she's a captain by example, but for her to go out of her comfort zone and be a true captain and true leader, I think was just a remarkable accomplishment by her.
Well, one of the examples of a true leader is how they make everybody else around them that much better. And it was interesting because in a lot of these tough games, for example, Wheaton-Warrenville South, the sectional championship, team's down 1-0, then it's Megan Green who comes up with 2 goals to get the team to victory.
Yeah, I think you just look at this team and you say team. There's really not another way to define this group. They're willing to do whatever for each other that they needed to do to get it done. And that includes from Vanessa to whoever. It didn't matter who did it. They didn't care as long as they got the goal.
Take us back to 5 minutes, I believe it was, 6 minutes, right before halftime. Corner kick by DiBernardo sends it right into Jessica Price. I mean, this thing was beautiful. Connected with her head, hit the back of the net.
It was pretty much slow motion. We were sitting there, we were just like, holy cow, it's going right to her, it's going right to her, it's in. I mean, it was pretty neat just to see JP, who's fought through everything this year and stuff like that, just to get a goal and to sum it up and in the state championship.
It was a beautiful goal. And then in the second half, boy, did the rain come down. I mean, it was raining cats and dogs. And like, once again, 10 minutes right to go before the end of the game, Hannah Clancic comes up with 2 big goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's once again, you didn't know where and when people were going to do it, but I think resilient. That's what this team was. It was resilient, and the players on it, they were not going to quit. And no matter what was thrown at them, we're going after it. I'm going after my goal. I'm gonna do it. And I think that defines a team.
You know, there's a lot in this area, a lot of people in this area that refer to your dad, who was a football coach at Marion Catholic, as just a great coach. And now you, after 10 years, you compiled 191 wins, 44 losses, 18 ties, 3 state championships. You ever talk with your dad about coaching status and where you are in your career and where he was at this point?
No. He's my mentor. He's awesome.
Well, it's maybe one of the biggest things that you've learned from him that you've kind of taken into your head coaching job at Waubonsie.
Your work ethic, dedicating yourself to your players.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, it's shown to hold true. 3 state championships in 4 years. We wish you all the best in the upcoming years with Waubonsie. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, stay tuned for some area lacrosse matchups